is my lab audience, Luis, Carlos, and Ruben. Did you know that junk food is the #1 cause for children obesity and health problems? Junk food is simply a high-calorie food with a low nutritional value. 9 out of 10 public schools in the United States have availability to junk food from all the way elementary school to high school level. Today, I'll be informing you how junk food in public schools are making our children sick and how us as parents, citizens of just this country, can help overturn that by getting educated and helping our children get a better view of a better health system. For starters, only 2% of children in the United States are meeting the minimum guidelines of food recommendations based on our food pyramid. I got this food pyramid values from www.fns.usda.gov. Right here we see that our top in pyramid, we have our fats, oils, and sweet. This should be used sparingly, but actually on an average, children are consuming 300% of what they should be. On the bottom we have milk, yogurt, and cheese. They should be getting 2 to 3 servings, but they're only needing 30% of that on average. On meat, poultry, fish, dry beans, eggs, and nuts, 2 to 3 servings should be consumed, but only 17% of this is being met. On vegetables, it should be 2 to 5 servings, but only 20% of that is being met. On fruits, 2 to 4 servings, and only 14% of that, on an average, is being met. And bread, cereal, and pasta should be 6 to 11 servings, but only 23% is being met. Let me remind you that a serving is about a fistful. So as you can see, 2 to 4 shouldn't be a lot, but it's still only 14% of that for the fruit part is being met on an average. One shocking result of this epidemic is obesity, which showed that 31% of American children are overweight and that this number has tripled in the last decade, only 10 years. I got this information from Kate Holloway, USA Today. Other health issues that relate to obesity and junk food consumption is high blood pressure. High blood pressure gets worse with age and can lead to other cardiovascular problems like stroke and heart disease. Type 2 diabetes is another related illness to junk food consumptions and obesity. What makes this problem really hard to control is the open availability our children have to it through attending public schools. They spend most of their awake time, which is on an average 8 hours a day in school, and that's exactly where they have this open and broad availability to this junk food. This is why it's so important to control how much and what they have available to them while they're spending these 8 hours a day. Some types of commercial activities that are taking place in our schools are product sales and just advertising, having posters on the walls advertising mostly junk food. I got this from News 10. About in 1898, there was a network broadcast called Channel 1, and it's an in-school network broadcast that gives 12 minutes to students, and 2 out of those 10 are actually ads. Most of these ads are fast foods, and right now at least 12,000 schools have adopted this Channel 1 broadcast network for students. So you can imagine how much exposure they're getting by just watching this 12-minute network. Many schools have signed exclusive contracts with some of this company in exchange of money. So we can see that some schools have become actually a commercial industry. I got this information from Woznicki on Health Network. Dr. Brownell, he scientists and nutritionists suggest that by imposing taxes on fast food and using the preceding money to make health foods more affordable, this will help lower the consumption and make it more accessible and easier for students to consume healthier food. How can this happen is the question. If we know that this is creating a massive problem for a student, how can this still be happening? 9 out of 10 schools are offering it. They're having a high media exposure to these publicity, and they can just obtain it very easily. It's cheap and it's available. In order to reduce this, we had to take control, we had to take actions. We can start by promoting increased consumptions of vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. We can start promoting in schools, removing sodas and junk food from the cafeteria lines and vending machines. Getting junk foods ads off children's television programs. And supporting legislation put calories on fast food menu boards so they can be aware of what they're intaking in their body. Education is a major role in this success. Ultimately, giving them desirable, healthy options and keeping the bad ones out. By banning junk food services from an early time in a children's life, like elementary school, we're hoping that by the time they reach an adulthood or maybe high school, they'll be easy and it'll be second nature for them to make healthier decisions when it comes to their food habits. Because of that, we need to become a big family and educate ourselves and educate our children to make better decisions and healthier decisions for you and them and your future.